Okay, so, whew. God, I'm still slightly shaking from that fight. That's the sort of that's one of the closest fights I've had in these runs in a very long time. And by closest fights, I mean the fights where I had to use so many different like tactics and resources to beat that thing. Oh, I can't believe that worked. But healing ray, healing ray is so good because healing ray means I can now yo-yo Uthgert from a distance. Whenever she goes down, I can just be like, blast. Just a quick blast, and she gets back up immediately. So that is fantastic. The other thing I'm thinking... I think... Another priority? Not necessarily priority right now, but it is going to be a priority, is getting Farkas as a companion. Getting Farkas as a follower. Now, let's take a look at advancement. Weapon skill 60, armor skill 50. Oh, I thought these requirements were higher. I'm actually on board with that. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tank these numbers. 10 is... What the fuck? Okay, so 10 is stupid. I'm going to make it 4, since joining before the trial. That makes sense. I'm actually going to drop this by 2 to 6. I'm going to drop this by 2 to 4. Because I don't... Actually, no, I think I'll drop it to 3. I don't want to waste my life away with these trials. They're really quite annoying. 4, 5, and 3? Yeah, let's do 4, 5, and 3. I think that works. Because I agree that there should be challenge in this, but this is so many grindy quests. I think 4, 5, and 3 is much more believable. I mean, this number should probably be higher than 5, but to be honest, I can't be asked doing that many. And I'm going to uncheck that, because that was bugged last time. I literally couldn't do quests for every circle member. I would tick it if I could, so you have to do 1 for each. I think that makes a lot of sense and could be a lot of fun. But, yeah, no, that doesn't actually work, it turns out. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, you have to do 2 quests before they give quests, except that didn't work. One of them still wasn't giving me quests. I couldn't remember which one. I think it was Skewer. But... Additional quest... Oh, what? Oh, motherfucker! That's why! That's why it took me so many quests to get through it. It's because of this additional penalty. Oh, and the Pelt Collection quest is a new one. Provided by this mod. We all know what I think about that quest now, don't we? Based on levels, interesting. You can change fuck all about Farkas. Yeah, so I actually think I can have a go at getting Farkas on side. I think that's something I can definitely manage, because I've almost got these 2 requirements. I just need to get my one-handed to 60. Because my armor's already at 50. And then I'll get Farkas, and Farkas will be a great help. Because don't get me wrong, Upgood is good, but she's no Farkas. And the other big thing that I'll be able to get is there is a bag of holding in Kodlak's, not Kodlak's tomb, in Isgrimor's tomb, which is going to help a lot. And since we can't quite get our enchanting to 100, although, we're close. The question is whether I want to take on Mount Kilcreath, with Uthgurt or with Farkas. And whether I want to take on Kilcreath after I've done the Ogma Infinium quest. Because I am terrified of the boss of Kilcreath. Like, he is so fucking scary. Though, again, if my magic resistance is high enough, we should be okay. And especially if my resto is 75, and I've got access to Power of Life, I think 3 times a day. It's either 2 or 3 times. Which is kind of nuts. Yeah, we've got options. Okay. Let's head back, though. I'm still so fucking shaken by that Centurion fight. Like, that moment when the fucker just turned around and slammed me right in the face. What? What? So, I'm sorry, hang on, why are you attacking me? What's going on? What? I mean, I'm gonna reload, but what? I've never seen that before. He just randomly aggroed on me. Very confused. Whatever. Okay, cool. Maybe he knows you're a cannibal. No way he could know that. Even people who stood there and watched me eat a corpse didn't know that I was a cannibal. Okay, so I've got a bunch of things I'm wanting to do. I just have to figure out what the best order to do them in is. Complete the companions. Acquire the Ogma Infinium. Take on Mount Kilcreath. Those are the 3. And I have to figure out what the best order is to do those. Ogma Infinium I can't do until I get my hands on another scroll or another, Oh! That's a petty soul. Can we turn around, please, horse? Oh, it's also dead because I accidentally trampled it. Okay. The Ogma Infinium I can't do because I need at least 1 Storm Matronarch scroll and ideally a damage buff potion, though that may not be necessary at this stage. Companions I can do right now, but it's quite long and a bit grindy and a bit slow. But honestly, I think Companions is the one that makes the most sense, right? It's got to be Companions now. And then do Mount Kilcreath last. Do Companions, then Ogma Infinium, then Mount Kilcreath. I think that makes the most sense. Oh, yes! I completely forgot about this. You could kill another Centurion for Mjolnir, no grind. Okay. Again, I'm pretty sure... Hang on. Also, there's wizards here. I want my crossbow. Oh, shit. I don't have any of my health buffs. Oh, no, I do, because they were left over from the Centurion. Never mind. Of course I do. No, come on. There we go. So, yeah. Wizards we want to be careful about. Petty soul, thank you. Wizard man. Hello, frosty wizard boy. Oh, you mean if you're going to charge in and attack me in melee? Look at that fucking damage. She just blasted her mate. Hello. God, I love having high magic resistance. It's so good. Fuck you, buddy. What is that? Oh, that's the skeleton archer. Which sometimes doesn't spawn on your first entrance. I'm just gonna... Let's see what rank 3 is like. Okay, that's kind of terrible. I'm better off with rank 1, I think. Oh! You know what we can do? Is we can do that friggin' lighthouse quest. Might as well do that while we're here, because it's nearby. Hello. Because we're immune to poison now, so the Charis literally won't be able to do anything to us. I mean, the only issue is, like, you don't really know that dungeon. Maybe you do, though. No, I don't know the dungeon at all. But, I mean, I don't want to kill another Centurion, because in order to kill another Centurion, I need all the stuff. I need the damage buff potions, and I need the, And I need the Storm Agent Mark scroll, and if I've got those, I'm just going to go do Blackreach. I did hear speculation that she might be better than Farkas. When you say speculation, perchance do tell. Where did you hear this from? Because I have a feeling that you heard this when I was saying there's no way she could be better than Farkas, and I think you may be being a little bit contrarian. Whoop! Petty Soul, thank you. Reddit thread. Oh, is there actually a Reddit thread where there are people saying, what, for Requiem? Nice. Hello. Interesting, okay. I don't think, I looked at a bunch of Reddit threads and I couldn't find anything which was, which suggested Mjolnir might be better than Farkas. Not sure how I test that, unfortunately. That's locked. But, yeah, no, I mean, not much info, though. To be honest, like, the resources I need to acquire to take on another Centurion, and the risks I'm taking on, I'd rather just do the thing to pick up Farkas, because I want to complete the Companion's Quest anyway. This is an important detail. I want to complete the Companion's Quest anyway for two reasons. Firstly, Werewolf, huge bonus. Secondly, Bag of Holding, also a huge bonus. So, those are two big reasons to complete the Companion's Quest line anyway. So I'm going to be getting my hands on Farkas. And then, of course, since I'm doing that, I might as well do it now. Because I'm able to beat Dustman's Cairn, because, see, this is the foresight. Remember when I didn't sell this scroll, and I've been holding on to it for fucking years? Well, guess what circumstances this scroll is going to be insanely useful? The answer is the final room of Dustman's Cairn. It's going to be insanely good in the final room of Dustman's Cairn, because I can just stand in the middle of that circle and watch everything else die, while being constantly healed. Which is a pretty good spot to find myself in. Oh, there's a scroll of Summon Frost Atronach guaranteed in here, which is worth having. I mean, Frost Atronachs are probably the least useful, because Frost is such a heavily resisted damage type. But if I just suddenly need some beef, like, I can do that. I can do that if I just need beef. I didn't just pick up the iron armor by accident, did I? Ah, good. This is, guaranteed Summon Frosts. Oh, wow, that's high value. I'll take that. Thank you very much. I don't know who that is or why they're here. Summon Spirit Wolf, garbage, and then obviously some salts, which are free. Okay, brill. Oh. Yeah, Restoration. Like I say, I've never played a high-level Restoration character, so it's kind of cool getting to actually play with these toys. I want to enchant myself an amulet with Resto cost reduction. And after I become a werewolf, I can also, once I get to the point where I'm a werewolf, at that point I think I can afford to ditch the Ring of Namira. Because the extra 100 stamina... Like, Ring of Namira is 250 stamina, so, you know. Still quite a lot more, but the extra 100 stamina is a big deal, and we're in Imperial, so we have very high stamina anyway. Plus the bonus stamina I'm getting from the armor. We'll find ourselves in a good spot, I think. That is a chicken, which is a petty soul. There's a bunch of petty souls around here, but I would get charged with murder if I were to kill one of them. Because that's just how the game decides to do things. Ooh. Are you a petty soul? Maybe. I think I've got lesser soul gems, right? Nope, that was a petty. Nice. Okay, so let's go do the Companion's Quest. The other advantage, because the Companion's Quest lets us, basically gives us some stuff to do while people's inventories reset. So that we can go on another tour to try and get access to items and to, most importantly, to things like soul gems and stuff. Because we basically just need to wait for the inventories in the College of Winterhold to reset, right? Like,
climbing back,
and then we can go and get more Stormatronach scrolls, and we can get more soul gems and everything.
Never hurts to pay your respects to Lady Kinnereth, particularly in my line of work.
Oh fuck, I'm over encumbered. Ow. That's the crossbow that's over encumbering me. Well, it's a combination of things. Oh, also my giant stacks of cash, of course. I always forget that I get over encumbered when I'm rich. We'll get to Frost eventually. There we go. 5 grands. How many grands have I got now? 6. Woohoo! We can do some good enchanting with 6 fucking grands. All these gems for more smithing training. Whoop. Oh, hold on to the dwarven powder. Just so I remember I've got it. Oh, those need to be sold, so I'll hold on to those. And I had a bunch of silver, didn't I? Oh no, I dumped all the silver on Uthgerd.
Let's get going. What do you need to take? Lead on, then.
Aware that Frost is in perfect health. But I want Frost to be weighed down from the sheer quantities of money that are being stored upon him. Dynamo core, ingots. Let's dump the soul gems as well. Nice. Okay. Head back into Whiterun and have a quick chat to Farkas. Can also do a little bit of smithing if I want, which I think I probably do. Yeah, I'm just gonna beeline completing the companions. I could go off and do like some ebony crafting, but I'll just do that after I get Farkas. Because I kind of want to beeline werewolf here. Werewolf is a big deal. Hopefully this isn't going to be a repeat of the Ice Wolf Pelt fiasco. Farkas's quest, I think I'm just going to repeat Farkas's quest.
We've gotten a letter. I don't know what. I just need
okay,
no
easy
more
enough.
than
Cool.
that. I don't want to hear it. Try not to get carried away.
This is a trivial one. Okay, and one thing I'm going to say, I am permitting myself to fast travel for these. For the same reason that I do for the Civil War, because it just involves a lot of running around all over the place, which is a royal pain. So I'm just going to fast travel. Oh, do I not have it? Oh. Okay, so do you have to do 10 of his quests too? No. I just reduced the quests, because I think the numbers were way too high. I've reduced it so it's 4 quests to get your trial, then 5 quests to become part of the circle, then 3 quests to get Kodlak's mission. I think, honestly, the 5 and the 3 are probably slightly lower than I would normally do. But I also don't want to grind my life away. I think if I was doing this at a lower level,
Ain't it
as more
right?
of a sort of long-term
Where do you
thing,
want to go?
I might bump those numbers up a bit. I think 4 to get your trial is actually about spot on. I don't understand why it was 10 to get your trial. That doesn't make any sense to me. Random Morthal.
Climb
Hey!
and back, and we'll be off.
You know what else we can do in Morthal? Is we can pick up the final piece of
Never
Mayron's
heard
Razor.
one of them cats. Khajiit, I think they called themselves.
So,
Here, there's whole countries full of them down south.
big advantage of Mayron's Razor is that we can get basically the entirety of Sybil's soul gem inventory for free. Because the Razor goes for an insane amount of money. But again, we have to be super crazy careful. Where's the... hang on, come on, where is it? Piece of the past. He's over here. Cool. My speech should be good enough that he just lets me have the key.
Unless it's a... Don't know what you're talking about. I've heard... I don't need this. You want the hilt that bad?
Cool.
Fine. Here's the keys.
Easy
It's
game.
locked in the chest inside.
But yeah, no, I've significantly reduced the quest numbers because I think they were way too high and didn't really make a lot of sense. He lets me take all of his money as well. And I mean, any kind of brawl quests, we are gonna hose the ever-loving fuck out of a brawl quest. Can you imagine how hard we're gonna... how many punches do you think it's gonna take to bring this guy down? Like 2? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna borrow Uthgart's Daedric Gauntlets. Let's see how much unarmed damage we do with Daedric Gauntlets. It's gonna be insane. Oh, hang on. I think I have an empty common, right? So I can kill this bull. Every time! Why does that happen every time? Every time I kill a cow! I'm gonna have to kill them more often. That's too funny. Okay, get Uthgard to teleport to us. I'm not gonna bother changing my equipment. It's just not worth the effort.
Sort of.
We've got all... You can't scare me into submission. Let's go. Come on.
I mean, really?
Well.
You think this is a good
Another
idea?
maggot to squash beneath my...
Nice. And again, we're fast traveling, so...
Get her!
You're tougher than you look. Fine, I'll take care of it. Just please.
Wouldn't ever have
Yeah, to be honest, normally when I'm doing, like, fast travels permitted, it's only in cases when I would be riding rather than taking a carriage. So normally I would fast travel to the carriage and then get the carriage back to Whiterun, because that way I'm actually spending the money. But honestly, even that will add so much time, and the money is not relevant at this stage. If I want more money, like a few hundred gold is not going to make a difference to this character. An enchanting smithing character, I can get 3 times that by making 1 dagger. Okay. I really wish there was a fast travel point at, what's it called? At, what is it called? I've forgotten. Jorvaska. Not Jorvaska.
Skjor said, I figured you had it in you. The Rift is seeing a lot of trouble. Oddly enough, Spriggans. Usually they let alone, but for some reason, this particular grove isn't.
Brigands. Oh. Oh. I'm not sure I can beat Spriggans.
Good. Do not spare them your blade.
This could be rough. I mean, if it's normal Spriggans, I should be fine, but if it's like a Spriggan Matron or something, I could be in trouble. I think they mostly use poison, so... And again, we're going to have to take them on foot. I think summoning a Flame Matronarch, if necessary, I can summon a Flame Matronarch, and I think that'll make a big difference. But I honestly might have to pull some tricks out here. Spriggans are really not easy. And I'm definitely going to need Uthgar's backup. Because I don't think I'm capable of out-damaging a Spriggan's regen. Where's the glade? Can't see anything that looks like a glade. Oh, there it is. Okay. Looks like a regular Spriggan. Yeah, let's just wait for Uthgar. No need for that. It's only a sign of a bit of healing. There we go. I could put the healing aura on her, but honestly I'd rather just save the healing ray. Healing ray seems like pretty good tech. Bunch of animals fighting each other, this is fine. One regular Spriggan. Okay, this should be okay. This should be fine. This should be manageable. Here comes the Spriggan. Okay. Never mind. Oh shit, what the hell? Oh, a tiger. Also... Oh, I'm diseased. Sorry, why does the disease do this? Fortunately. Heals health rank 3, cures diseases! I don't know why Witbane causes that effect. Because normally diseases don't. Maybe that's a specific effect of Witbane. Oh well. I mean, convenient timing, given that we just acquired... I mean, I'll unlock this as a location, there we go. Given that we just acquired heal rank 3, and it does indeed cure diseases. It'll probably be quicker to get to Uavaska from Dragon's Reach, right? Yeah, so I like the changes that ESF makes to the companions in general, though I do think some of the numbers need to be reduced. But they're much, much better for a character who intends to sort of do them as they're playing through the game. Doing them all in one go is kind of annoying and tedious, which is why I'm allowing fast travel and sort of powering through this. It's because these quests are not big challenges for my character. The only thing that would take time is running around all over the place, basically.
Skjors, I expected no less of you. And once we've gotten I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I just
easy.
No more than
another
that.
beat 'em up.
I don't want to hear it. Go. Bring honor to yourself and the companions.
Cool. In the Rift, you said, right? In Riften? Easy. You know what? Since it does add up, I think I am going to remove the cost of the carriage rides that I would have taken from my inventory. By my estimation, currently I would have taken 1, 2, 3, 4,
You've got the
5,
coin. You've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
6. 600.
Be brief. You can't scare me into submission. Let's go. Come on. Never should have come here.
Oh my word. Why does everyone have sleeping tree sap? My god. They're all just drug addicts.
let her get away with this.
You're tougher than you look.
Okay, he's bugged a little bit. Okay. He bugged, but this looks fine.
Welcome to
I have a perk point. You know what? I actually think before I take on Dustman's Can, I'm gonna get my enchanting to the cap. Ooh! Actually, hang on. I'm doing a load of travelling around. I might as well check potion shops. Though they honestly probably haven't reset yet. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get my enchanting to max. And then I'm gonna make myself some resto cost reduction gear. To potentially get to the point where my cost reduction is 100% with potions. Because that will be pretty fucking good for making my way through Dustman's Cairn. And I want resto cost reduction gear anyway.
Skjor said, you seem to have a knack for this kind of thing. I'll make sure people in charge know. Skjor was looking for you earlier. Don't know. I don't like making him angry, but there is some work for you if you want it.
Neat, okay. Well, that explains why we had to do a bunch of quests last time. A bunch of, like, extra quests last time is because there's a penalty for refusing them. Which I'm honestly not a huge fan of. I think that's kind of dumb, but... yeah, okay. So, let's do some... let's see if we can finally get our enchanting to 100. Just so we've got it. And then we can craft potentially a new necklace. Necklace is the main one I'm thinking at the moment that buffs our restoration.
Come on in.
Because restoration cost reduction is necklace, torso, obviously we're not going to wear it on the torso. Head, we've already got it on the head, but we can make better. Because we've only got 14% right now, and we already know we can get up to 18%. Like, we could get up to 18% before.
I enjoyed it. Take a look.
So, her inventory has reset. Do I need more beef stew? I'll take the 2. But I'm not going to bother doing much more than that.
Sure thing. It's yours for... I'll show you to your room, right this way. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Sleep until morning. That's probably good enough. I've got Voice of the Emperor back here. Yeah.
Know if there's anything else you need.
Because I think everyone's inventory is going to reset here. So let's check what Arcadia has. And then we're going to check what Farengar has. Well, we're going to grab the soul gems first. And make a bunch of daggers. But let's see what you've got first.
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Fortify restoration, fortify one-handed. Yeah, I mean, fair is fine. Fair is absolutely fine. 20% is acceptable. Doesn't cost too much either. Let's pop on our necklace.
Come back.
Get that minor
Pardon me.
discount.
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
2 good magic. Okay. So what we're going to do... this should have locked in her inventory now. So her inventory isn't going to change. We'll swing back through here when we've got Voice of the Emperor active. I need to remember to swing back through there, because 2 good magic resist potions, like, that, those are the potions that I've been looking for. And I really fucking want those. And 2 of them is like a jackpot, so...
Got some good... I don't claim to be the best
let's grab
blacksmith in
soul
Whiterun.
gems first.
Yorland Greymane's got that on.
We'll just quickly whistle for horsey poos. Sometimes when I forget the names of characters, I just give them stupid names. Like, you know, horsey poos. Hey, Frost. Oh, shit to sell. Yeah, okay. Let's pick up everything. Holding on to the grands. Yeah, so if we're doing smithing, let's grab this stuff. Only need 1 refined moonstone. Remember, there is a silver ingot on my horse right now. Important thing to remember. So don't have to worry about that. That's for sale. I guess technically that's for sale. Dwarven boots, those are for sale. Perfect. Okay, cool. And I'll take the leather strips, I guess. No real reason not to. Okay, yeah, we're crazy over encumbered, of course. But that's largely fine.
I'm still here. What do you need to take?
I'll give her the stuff that I intend to sell. So that. I don't know why I'm not wearing that. Not equipped that, rather. That's for selling. And then the rest of this is for crafting.
Let's go.
But we're going to dump it down here. So we're going to do a bunch of smithing. Then we're going to use Voice of the Emperor. We're going to craft the iron daggers. We're going to sprint all the way up to Farengar. We're going to enchant the iron daggers. We're going to buy and sell stuff with Farengar. And then we're going to come down and we're going to pick up the stuff that we saw from Arcadia. That's the plan. And we're going to do all of that in the 5 minutes of Voice of the Emperor. Apart from the smithing, which we're going to do first, obviously.
Spirit coin for a poor old beggar.
Did I really only leave my gold ingot here? Huh, I guess I did. So silver, I left one on the horse, which means everything else is great. So we're going to need... Going to make another torso with this. What I'm actually going to do... Check this out, this is really sneaky. I'm going to drop them 2 like that, which means there's a stack of 2. Instead of 2 stacks of 1, which are annoying. So then, yeah, we'll make some more soul gems. I'm actually going to make 2 lessers this time instead of 4 petties. Am I? Yeah, because we're struggling to fill the petties right now. Can I make grands? Is that something I can do? No. Gold ingot obviously we want. Right, so let's take a look.
Have you met my father? He's a I help my looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
1 iron. And I've got 3 leather strips already.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
So, orcish armor times 1. And now jewelry. Oh, I think I forgot to leave a flawless ruby behind, so let's be careful there. And 2 rubies. Yep, I definitely left a silver ingot on the horse. I remember making a note of that. Is that everything? Is that all I can make? Yeah, just regular ass gold. So then drop the gold.
You think
And now we're using Voice of the Emperor.
counsel my that provides the Jarl is his alone?
Oh, fucking hell.
Let's just say I advise the advisor and leave it at that.
That's
finest
like,
weapons
she
in
just
armor.
wants people to think that she's important. That's what she wants there. It's so unbelievably transparent. I mean, that's 25 fucking ingots. That's 25 daggers. That's pretty great. So 2 I've got already, so I need 24, which is 6 of these. Then let's sell her what we've got to sell. Oh, need to get that off with Gert.
Let's get going. What do you need to take?
Mostly draining, adept robes, dwarven boots, dynamo core.
Let's go. Out. Blades, helmets.
Yeah, we're selling the heavy
pretty
stuff
much anything to
first.
suit your
Dynamo
needs.
core. Boots. Robes. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't really call that the heavy stuff, but fine. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. Oh shit, whoops. Okay, oversold. Never mind. Don't think I oversold by much. Oh! Come on. Away from the tanning rack, away from the tanning rack. I'm doing this wildly inefficiently, but this is fine. No, yes. Okay. And we should now have 26 strips, which we do. "26 daggers I can now pass over to Uthgerd.
Let's get going. What do you need to take?
Or 25 daggers rather, let's go.
Lead on then.
What? I'm over encumbered? What? How? What's encumbering me? Oh, I forgot to sell the fucking orcish armor. Are you kidding me? Okay. In which case...
I'm waiting.
Oh, that was the one thing I needed to sell, because that's the one heavy thing. I was like, I'll sell the heavy stuff first, and then I forgot to sell this. Literally the heaviest thing I have. Never mind. Let's have a word with Arcadia. Because we want to buy stuff from here anyway.
Take a good look around. Sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know.
It's possibly faster than just walking.
Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Please buy this fucking armor, thank you. And now buy the things from her that I was looking for. So, spell one-handed, 2 good magic. What? Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. It's clicking too fast, that's fine.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Now all the way up to Farengar to do my enchanting, and then to sell shit to Farengar, and then bring everything else down to sell to all the other people who have loads of money. Nice one, Heimsker. Don't know if I've trained this level, but I can easily check with Barkus. I think I did some resto training this level, but I don't think I trained fully. I think I did 2 levels, right? So I think I'm at 2 points of training. And I need to get my one-handed up to 60 to get past the next stage of the Companion's Quest. Anyway, what's my one-handed right now? 53. Okay. So I should be able to do that on training alone. Firstly, let's check
Dragon's Reach. Take a look.
what Farengar has for sale. Doesn't have anything useful. Of course he fucking doesn't. Filled, sure, and take the empties as well.
Remember,
Let's
your
get going.
mind is the
What do you
best
need to
weapon
take?
you have.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Let's clean out our inventory a little bit. Make this faster.
It seems this.
Shit.
that
Whatever.
Would you
Whatever.
be
Fuck
so
off.
kind
Fuck
as
off.
to
Fuck off.
deliver the frost. There's a tranquil
Okay.
spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess.
The gold stuff is all I need to sell, because that's
Farewell.
the only thing that's alphabetically above iron.
Good morning.
How much enchanting did that take to get me from 98 to 97 to 98? Okay. Yeah, we're real close. That's all my soul gems.
Yes? Take a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, is that money? Wow, okay.
Until next time.
That's good.
What do you need to take?
11 daggers, and you can take my mace as well. Nice.
Let's...
Also going to swing by Bellathor, because Bellathor often has soul gems. I like the artificial peril that this time limit on Voice of the Emperor instills. It adds an extra element to something that would otherwise be quite dull, because I have to do it within a strict time limit, or else I lose out on 20% money, which is quite a lot of money to lose out on. Common filled, fuck it, that's actually probably fine, isn't it? Common filled, lesser filled, petty filled. Nice, I will take them all, and you will take all my shit as well. That's fine.
Do come back.
It is extremely annoying that the value does appear to be going down as I level up, but the magnitude is still going up, which is ultimately what matters.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Pardon me. Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Whoops.
Good day.
Be careful.
And sell the final one to Halder. The amount of money you can make with enchanting is fucking ridiculous. It's actually unbelievable. Look at this. One bar of enchanting, I bought half the shit that I'm using, and
Take a look.
I'm like, oh, she's got no money left.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need it.
Let's check if Ulfberth has money. Sometimes he does. I think it's a bug.
Well, looking to protect yourself or
Okay.
deal some damage?
Nice. And yeah, buy this stuff as well, my friend. This is all good. I'm holding on to that. So, Guardian Circle, Spirit Wolf I don't want. Dwarven Oil, Fire Salts, Void Saw. That's near enough. Cool.
Good business with you.
Okay, well. And you know what? Let's try and sell a bunch of gemstones to the dude in the Drunken Huntsman while we've got a little bit of time left.
Take a good look around. Hello, friend. Bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Thank you very much for your visit.
Nice. So, now, what we're going to do is we're going to head to Markarth. Because I want to do one-handed training, and also that will then, should, in theory, give me access to the last few soul gems that I need. But hopefully the last few. It depends on how many Kelsimer has for sale. But hopefully, it'll give me access to the last few soul gems I need to get my enchanting up to 100. I mean, I have the soul gems, right? I just need to fill them. I've got so many. I might do a trip around Markarth, but at the same time, I can't be fucked. I'm kind of okay with just buying the few soul gems that I need. You know? Buying the filled ones.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
But if I am going to fill them,
and back, and we'll be
Markarth is
off.
the way to go, because Markarth is the one that I've done the least amount of, like, grinding in. Okay, so yeah, from here, I mean, it's just get the enchanting. It's just this tiny extra little bit of work that we need to do to get the enchanting up to that beautiful, beautiful 100-point threshold. Let's see what's for sale, and let's see what's available. And then we'll make a decision on whether to go out into the wilderness and potentially beat the fuck out of some dudes. Or, I guess... I was going to say, I guess we can go do the one-handed training first, just in case we run into like a wolf or something along the way and can get some souls that way. But it doesn't really matter whether I do that before or after I sleep, so I'm just going to go sleep now. Because, yeah, it's evening time, so I'm going to need to sleep regardless. And obviously I want well-rested. Because attempting to grind something like smithing or enchanting without well-rested is just... I mean, it's a 10% boost. Like... Can you imagine how much longer this would have taken if I didn't have that 10% boost every time? Or almost every time?
It's yours. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
13 hours. Seems good. Might need to wait a little bit longer just to get Voice of the Emperor back. But... dubious. I mean, Voice of the Emperor is less relevant for the increased sale price and much more relevant for the decreased purchasing price, though I guess those two are kind of the same thing from
You know
different
what they-
directions. Yeah, let's sleep for a little bit longer.
Anything else you...
Perfect. Okay. So, let's go do the one-handed training. That's step number 1, because that means that if we are gonna incidentally run into any conveniently placed petty souls on the way, we do that now, before we make a decision on what to buy and how much to buy. Am I still live? Because my monitor just freaked out. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think it's frozen. I think Skyrim's frozen. Is it looking frozen to everyone else? Because it seems pretty frozen to me. Oh, there we go. No, okay, it's back. That was a little odd. I was just watching that on the monitor, actually. It wasn't frozen on the monitor, but it was frozen on my screen. It was really strange. I tabbed out of it during a loading screen, which perhaps was a bad move. But it looks like it was just working. It was just working in the background, and for some reason couldn't... I guess because it was in a loading screen, it didn't bother showing me the loading screen properly until after it had loaded. Okay, it's fine. It didn't crash, so... That is the first time Skyrim has impressed me by not crashing when I thought it had. Normally, it's the other way around. It disappoints me by crashing when I think... That's good. Can I have my mace back, please? That's good! That's good! You have my mace! We may be needing that. Because that was a very, very big dead moose.
Let's get going.
Well, that was a huge dead moose.
What do you need to take?
Mace, please. And I'm over encumbered, of course.
Lead on, then.
No mace for me. Oh, Sag. Yeah, I'm over encumbered by the giant stacks of cash that are currently weighing down my pockets. You know, it's tough being as rich as me. Can barely walk with all the money I have in my pants. But, yes. Yeah, that is a huge moose. Wow. Spriggans can't, like, resurrect animals or anything, can they? Ah, whatever. Spriggan, the last Spriggan we fought could barely do anything to me, so I'm not too frightened of this one. Yeah, look at that, look at that, look how shit my damage is. I actually cannot beat this thing. Fortunately, Uthgar can. So I don't need to. There we go, look at that. Yeah, it can do fuck all to me, but I can do fuck all to it. There we go. Dead Spriggan always good. Let's switch back to the mace. Yeah, there's normally an animal here, but I think I already killed it, so... Looks like it's not respawning. Oh, hey! Oh! I was like, is that a free goat? No, it's not. It belongs to the tribe. That's a shame. Hey-oh! If you could train me, sir, I would greatly appreciate it.
You speak... You'll never compare to me, but I can try to teach you anyway.
I wish I had a tenth of this man's competence. Okay, I do need... Look how much money I have! Oh my god.
You'll never compare to me, but I can try to teach you
There
anyway.
we go. Holy shit.
Need a book. You'll never compare to me, but I can try to teach
There we
you
go.
anyway.
I just need to get it to there for the purposes of the quest requirements. So now, and the rest of my training can be reserved for restoration. Because we now have enough money for me to actually think about investing in resto training. Oh, and I've actually got an appropriate amount of money left in my inventory. That worked out really well. Cool. Let's head down. I've got an additional perk. Is there anything we want to spend this perk on? So I've got 2 perks. One of them obviously is Enchanting Max, right? What else do I want? Do I want a one-handed damage buff? Maybe I do? Flurry, Sword Focus, Powerful Charge. These are all good things. The alternative is Heavy Armor. Oh, and Block as well, actually. Block is doing okay. I think I kind of want Heavy Armor. I think Heavy Armor is more important. Bonus Carry Weight. Big deal. Improves my movement speed, bonus stamina. Is that worthwhile? Maybe I'm better off... I'm just going to double check that I have every single enchanting perk. I've got both of those. Yeah, and then I've got all of these. And there's just one that I need at the end. Is it worth preserving the perk point for a resto perk? It might be. In fact, kind of want that. Yeah, let's take that. Because the heavy armor perk is relatively... It looks like a relatively minor benefit. And one-handed, I think... Oh, no, I'm going to want better one-handed for murdering the sphere, right? Yeah, okay. I want that, but again, that's not relevant right now. Sprinting power attack, reduced weapon weight penalties. Oh, and that just goes straight to 100. Yeah, let's just get the 25% attack speed boost. I think that's good. That works for maces as well. Okay. Swell. And then obviously, as I say, the one perk that we're preserving is reserved for max enchanting. Which we should, hopefully, reach pretty much now. It might require another quick trip to a different city. But that is something we should be able to do. And it looks like we're taking long enough about the running around that inventories are resetting, which is quite excellent. Okay, I'm actually going to take another quick break now. It's been about an hour. You know the drill. Cup of tea. I'm going to pop to the loo. All is good. I'll be back in a tick. Don't go anywhere.